Yesterday on my Instagram story, I said send me emails and I will respond to them in a video. If it's a question, if it's a story, whatever. Today, that's what we're doing. So picking up where I said I would leave off, emails. Up first, how much weight is added to your max bench when you have the world's most handsome spotter? Honestly, since lifting with Dick Sackleroy, as you may know him as, my bench had gained probably 70 pounds lifting with him. Pretty crazy. While squatting 545, at the moment I lifted it, my body died and I just fell. Oof. And on bench, I dropped it on my chest with 275. Okay, that hurts. You can break a rib that way. Don't let that happen. Be careful. I'm Spider-Man, I think is what he meant to say. Next. Okay. Could you please do a tutorial or an in-depth explanation on how to use elbow wraps and get the most out of them? How you keep your wrists stacked without wrist wraps, please, and thank you. I'm trying to learn how to get my wrist more stacked because I had an incident a few months back where 315 slipped out of my hands and fell on my chest. Wow, but he's all good now. Dude, be careful with that. That's seriously like the scariest thing. That could break your ribs. That could break your sternum. That could cause internal bleeding. But yes, simply, elbow wraps. I could make a video on this. Typically what I do, one rep here, one rep here, one rep here. That's it. I just cover the full elbow, get this. Wrist wraps. You don't wrap here, you wrap up here. You don't wrap here, you wrap up here. Here we go. Up next. Failed 675 squat junior year of HS at a commercial gym and completely mangled the bar. That's tough. Commercial gym and 675 do not go together. Junior year of high school and 675 also don't go together. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I don't know. Know your equipment. Get some spotters. Actually, see, this is what people don't understand. Most gyms are not equipped with the spotters for 675. I don't know. Oh, here we go. So I work at my local gym. It's 10 minutes from my house. Pretty sweet gig, but sometimes I be seeing the most whack S word. For instance, roughly 3 weeks after I started, a mom and his son, her son, I think, came in. He was probably 13, 14, pretty hefty. 300-pound body weight. Holy crap. I thought nothing of it, just a youngster trying to get a lift in, no problem. I started taking out the garbage when all of a sudden, kid's mom is laughing out loud, basically. So I go to see what's up. This poor kid is crawling out of the leg press machine with probably over 800 pounds on it. I don't know exactly how much it was, but it was over 8 plates. And the mom just states, well, he knows how much he can do now. Like, lady, WTF, you think your kid's knees almost combusting over pressure is funny? WTF, she couldn't even move the sled off of him herself. She had 3 guys help get this kid out from the machine. Thank God he was unharmed, but that had to be the dumbest crap I've seen at a gym easily. Dude, that's bad parenting. What is that called? Not CVS, it's like Child Protective Services. CPS. Hello, Blake. What a nice greeting. Thank you. One time I was benching, I fractured my collarbone a few months back. I was wondering, was it because I was progressing too fast as I was at 245 and kept adding a rep each 2 days. Eventually I got to 10 within a month or so and then fractured my collarbone. Maybe I was high percentage of my 1 rep max frequently, or my form could have broke down. So, how do I respond to that? I'm not even sure. Honestly, benching every 2 days is pretty tough on your body, I will say. If it's like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday type of thing, well, like 2 of those days have to be lighter, right? So I would say it was probably too much pressure. But the fact that you were able to add a rep every 2 days is kind of crazy. Change the rep scheme, right? Don't keep going to the same weight. If you got to 10, I would say why didn't you go like 275? Why didn't you go like 295 for 1, right? Because all those heavy reps is what kills your joints. That's very interesting. Never heard of anybody breaking a collarbone while benching. How do you program your lifts? How do you adjust? progress, rep ranges, percentage RPE through. All right, so simple is the fact that I have a coach. I'm here at Mackenzie University getting coached by a collegiate powerlifting coach. Right, he's a great coach. But if I was programming myself still, basically what I would do is it depends how close I am to a meet. If I'm further from a meet, I'm going to be doing more reps. If I'm closer to a meet, I'm going to be doing less reps, higher percentages. RPE, right? Normally I'll do like a 3-week build-up. I'll do RPE 7, 8, 9. You know, sometimes I'll go 8, 9, 10 because that's just how stupid I am. Every time I squat, my balls get absolutely crushed. Can you help? Please. Why did I put this on here? Every time that I squat, my balls get absolutely crushed. Can you help, please? Bro, what? I'm literally crying. Like, what? Bro. Bro, move your feet out. I don't know. How many miles you put on that scat coming home every weekend? Shoot, bro. I come home like every other weekend, once every 3 weeks. Puts on like 400 miles. Well, I don't drive it that much here, so it's not that crazy. Top speed in scat, it could go like 175. Only taking it like 115 because it's just not worth it. Here we go. So around 5 months into training, I was doing a clean jerk with a weight I couldn't handle yet. When I went to jerk it, the weight fell over behind me and fell into the middle of my back. Oh shoot, why am I laughing at that? And there I heard a loud crack that sounded like Velcro. And when I went to stand up, it popped and I walked funny for a long time. Holy crap, dude. He threw it like this and it went behind him. For about 5 or 6 months, I couldn't squat. And when I came back to it, my max was 235 and I was benching 315 at the time. So I was able to train hard on it. And as soon as pain was gone, so now, like a year and 2 months training, my current max is 335 bench or 355 bench, 335 squat, dang, and 475 deadlift. I am 16 years old and also looking how to increase my dead and squat. All right, so first things first. If you're able to bench 355 but only squat 335, I'm promising you right now, work on your form for squat. On deadlift, it seems like your deadlift is good. Continue to do what your deadlift, like do what you're doing with deadlift, right? You just do what's worked. But on squat, work on the form. Just work on the form in high reps. I promise you. Deadlift, do what you're doing. You got a good deadlift. Oh, we get the video, dude. This is funny. This kid told me to include this video, so of course I have to. Oh, wait, it's got this music behind it, though. Wait, I gotta keep turning it down because of music, bro. Bro, you had to pick it off of him. Look, listen to this. Let's fucking go! Whoever sent that in, you're a G. That's funny video. Alright, no. Next. Have you ever had a girlfriend or did you eat her? Do you look for a relationship or just wait until one comes around? Man, that's a crazy question. Probably just wait until it comes around and probably just ate the girlfriend instead of having it. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Another girl thing. I was with this girl I knew for 1 year. Dang, that's pretty long. And we talked a lot until we started taking stuff more seriously. 3 months. He put the squiggle after the 3. It's supposed to be before the 3. All right. 3 months before New Year's, I went to her house. We hang out, and I low-key loved her with all my heart. Bro, this is hard to read. She would tell me on and off how much she loved me, and I did believe it every single time. However, 2 or 3 weeks before New Year's, she started acting distant, and she stopped texting and calling me less than how she would before. This turns out she was with a guy during that time, and she told me just on New Year's Eve. I got a bit mad and sad, not gonna lie. I mean, it happens, right? However, she somehow ended up texting me back countlessly, talking about how sorry she was and that she should have stayed with me. This went on for about 2 days, and the end result was just a heartbreak. Crazy thing about this was that she didn't like the girlfriend and boyfriend label, although we kissed and did stuff like a couple would do. But when I found the guy she cheated on me with, she didn't hesitate to actually date him with girlfriend and boyfriend labels. So it's been incredibly confusing and sad as well. But you know, it's life. It happens. It is what it is. Hey man, all I'm hearing right now, that when I read that whole thing, all I thought was origin story, right? Why are you not lifting yet? Why don't you bench 600 pounds? I don't know. That's a question for you. How have I been? Pretty good. Tough being the strongest 18-year-old? Close. What about any heartbreak stories? Shoot, I don't know. I don't really have any, to be honest. But here's a little story, right? So when I was transferring, um, pretty much I was heartbroken because I couldn't see my best friend anymore. You know what I'm saying? It was just me and bro just always had the origin story. What would you say the best free program is, and what do you say the best program is, free or not? Honestly, I'd say the best free program is if you can hang out with a strong guy, any strong guy at your gym, and you can follow his program with him being there with you, so he can tell you if you're doing it right or wrong. That's the best program because you're getting free coaching too. Period. Shoot. The one Small Lab Junior, that's pretty good. But honestly, at the gym, biggest guy, if you could use his program or whatever he's doing and you can train with him during the days of the week, do it. What would you say the best program is? I don't know. To be honest, it's what works for you. There's no correct answer to this question. That's really hard. It's whatever works for you. Hey boss, what's your split when you're starting out? What is your routine for powerlifting at the moment? How do you avoid injuries and fatigue? I think everybody wants to know this one. Yeah, probably. So when I started out, I was probably benching twice a week and squatting and deadlifting once a week. Maybe even less than that on the squat and deadlift side, right? Because it was super new to me, super foreign, didn't want to get hurt, period. Currently, I got bench Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like secondary squat on Tuesday, deadlift on Tuesday, squat on Saturday. How do I avoid injuries and fatigue? Try to keep the fatigue low, and the injuries will stay away, right? So I try to go like for the first week or two, week and a half, I try to make it easier, and then the last week and a half of my block, I could go hard, and then I take a hard deload. So yeah. You showed us your progression on bench, but what about squat and deadlift? What was your starting point on them? Sorry if you were, yeah, I posted a little bit about this, not that much. On squat, I mean, I got videos of me failing like 275. I think I hit like 250, but I was failing 275 multiple times. And like my dad literally saved me. Like he picked me up. I had no safeties. Deadlift 315. First time I ever deadlifted, got 315. But actually, there was one time where I was at my my aunt's house, right? And downstairs there was a bar. I think the bar weighed like 35 pounds. It was definitely not a full-size bar. And it had 2 plates on it. And I just walked down. I just picked it up. That was the first time I ever deadlifted. That was probably, so it was like 215. I was like 12. Just picked that John up. That's where I knew. That story's actually engraved. So yeah, my starting point, there you go. Next. How do you find bench with grip? So for beginners, if you're trying to learn this, I would say if you were just like something comes up in front of you, like, oh, stop, like a train's gonna like kill you, this is where like if a train was coming towards you and you had to go like stop, this is where I would do it. So for me, this would be about pinky on the ring. Pinky on the ring, or a little bit in from pinky on the ring. That worked for me for a very long time, but over time I had to change it just because there was like balance issues and stuff like that. But that's like the good way to get your initial starting technique, and then you can adjust, right? If you're somebody who would like go like this, like to stop a train, you're like, oh wait, that's kind of wide. Okay, then you start wider and then you adjust. You see how it feels. So that's how I'd find bench grip. Why don't I follow you yet? Good question. Hit the subscribe button and turn notifications on. Guys, follow my Instagram if you want the chance to be in the next video like this. I'll probably do one of these like once a month, something like that. But yeah, guys, this is Blake One signing out. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.